Hello everyone, I'm Nicolas, also known as Coolcat VFX. Today's video is very special because I'll be sharing with you my personal experience with the 11th Artstation challenge, specifically in the VFX concept art category. I'm quite excited to talk about it with you. So let's dive in. But what is the Artstation challenge, you might ask? It is an online art contest hosted by Artstation for artists in the games, film, media, and entertainment industries. Participants create original artwork based on a given theme and share their progress on the Artstation website and social media. Winners are chosen by a panel of judges, offering a great opportunity for artists to showcase their skills, build portfolios, and connect with others. The 11th challenge theme was medieval, back and forth, and had two VFX categories, concept art and production. During this video, I'll talk only of the concept art category. Another video is in the work to talk about the production category that took place after it. For the concept art category, we had to create two different abilities that fit within the theme of medieval back and forth. The first FX concept was for an unexplainable magic ability known only to medieval age inhabitants. The second one was for a modern-day magic-like technological ability that convinced medieval age people of our modern magical abilities. For each ability, we would have to show at least 3 stages, like spell wind-up, climax, and dissipation. Use one distinct real-world element per ability, like electricity, air, fire, ice, magma, light, water, and so on. And magical theme, like arcane, whimsical, or technological. Concept Art Challenge ran from March 13 to April 10th. So basically, we had a month to make 2 VFX concept arts. It has been a while since I had the opportunity to create a complex VFX from scratch, so I was quite excited to take on this challenge. When it comes to creating new VFX, I always begin by brainstorming multiple ideas and gathering references to create a mood board. For this challenge, I wanted to craft effects around strong symbols and meaning from their respective times. Both concepts that I've made have similar creation process, so we'll focus on the one with interesting backstory, the medieval effect Everlasting Love. During a recent visit to the Cathedral Saint-Jean-Baptiste in Lyon, France, I found inspiration in a chapel dedicated to the Sacred Heart. This branch of Catholicism centers around the unconditional love of God, symbolized through the burning heart of Jesus Christ. I found it to be an intriguing concept, full of clearly established and meaningful symbols that will guide me throughout the creation process of the medieval themed effect. With these symbols in mind, I have decided to create a cinematic AoE spell that embodies the theme and symbols of the Sacred Heart. This is how I was portraying the effect in my head. Thorns, a potent symbol of the difficulties we face in showing love and compassion towards each other, encircles the heart of Jesus Christ, menacingly challenging his unconditional love until they are consumed by holy flames. This would represent a positive and powerful visual metaphor for the purifying power of love, with exciting technical and artistic challenges that can be overcome. To conceptualize the effect, I started by collecting notes and references, including CGI, illustrations, real-time effects, and real-life pictures of fonts, art, stained glass, and fire. Having multiple media references can greatly enhance your artwork and allow for a more personal interpretation to shine through. Once I gathered enough of this data, I created a mood board to group a selection of key elements together into one visual document. Given the amount of text I would put in this document, I tried to make it more visually appealing with a nice and clean presentation format that will unify all my documents during the entire challenge. Although the initial version was not perfect, I received valuable feedback from friends and refined the presentation until it effectively conveyed my ideas in a clean, aesthetic fashion. I had a rough idea in my mind and a moodboard ready to help me conceptualize the main steps of the effect. It was time to start sketching. However, it had been a few months since I last worked on any concepts, so I initially felt a bit rusty. I realized the importance of consistently drawing, even if it's just a little bit, to avoid the kind of result I'm currently showing you. Getting back into drawing concepts after a long break from my graphic tablet was a bit painful in the beginning. The first version turned out poorly, both visually unappealing and not aligned with the top-down camera angle I envisioned. So I decided to start with something smaller, the stained glass design. Focusing on a single component instead of tackling multiple elements proved to be the right choice for me. After getting a decent result with the stained glass design, I know that perspective would be my main enemy here. So I imported the stained glass texture into Blender and captured a screenshot with a desired camera angle and a sphere that will serve as a human-sized reference. This will help me greatly as I will just paint over the other components of the effect with somehow correct perspective on top of my texture. I took a step-by-step approach to conceptualize this effect, which helped me to establish a clear direction for the overall artistic style and determine the appropriate level of detail for each individual component in relation to the others. It's not the best approach though. Usually, having a rough global overview is better, so you can show your colleagues and get early feedback on the idea and potential pitfalls of the effect before starting to work on a more polished version of it. That's something I've done for the tactical brick effect, and it helped me a lot to visualize the different stages of this effect quickly. But hey, despite the step-by-step approach being a bit more tedious, I managed to make it work somehow. I received some helpful feedback from my friend Tengi, an amazing VFX artist, on the timing and step transitions of the concept. The effect was getting better, but was still missing that extra something. So I reached out to Tom Agedes, a talented character designer and concept artist, for a paint-over of my concept, and he helped me refine the design and flow of the fonts and stained glass with some insights on how to paint cool stylized texture. It was really cool to get input from someone outside of the VFX world, and the changes that were made really took the concept to the next level. After all that polishing, the concept was finished. It looked pretty good, and I was confident that it could be achieved in a game engine. However, since other people might be using this concept for the production category of this challenge, I made another document that showcased the technical difficulties and potential techniques that could be used for the major components of the effect. It's a super important document to ensure that everyone who would like to replicate this effect in game engine during the production challenge understands what is required to make this effect come to life. The addition of an intensity curve was a welcome addition, since my concept art was static. This was a good way to indicate the kind of timing that I thought of while making the effect. During the entire challenge, to keep everyone updated on my progress, I made some post updates on the website and on social media with each major milestone I reached. Later, for the tactical brick concept, I've even created short work-in-progress videos to showcase how the concept was evolving. This was a great addition to my posts, but I feel that I didn't post enough work-in-progress previews like this during the concept art phase of the challenge. It was something that I planned to do more of during the production phase. I can't help but feel grateful for the opportunity to participate in such an amazing event. The energy and enthusiasm from all the artists involved was truly inspiring. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the incredible submissions from this category. And don't forget to mark your calendars for the next challenge, because you won't want to miss out on the fun. As for me, I'll be back soon to share my journeys through the VFX production category of this challenge. Stay tuned and keep creating, my friends. Bye bye!